Hey guys, I'm Ryan Wright. Say your name, Justin.
Oh shit, we're already going?
Yeah, man.
Hey, I'm Justin.
I don't prep people. So Justin, gamer friend of mine, also creator of the app Slinger. It's a bomb app. E3 trailers dropped, and he was hanging out. I was like, dude, let's just watch some trailers together. Today we're checking out the trailer, Metal Gear Solid 5 Phantom Pain, the E3 2015 trailer. People have been waiting for this game forever. This is part 2 of 5. I just straightforward. I basically played Metal Gear Solid 1, 2, and 3. Fucking love them. I never got around to 4 because I couldn't afford a PS4 at the time, and I went broke for like a solid 3 years. And, you know, I'm going to be buying a PS4 next month, so I'm going to be catching up on Metal Gear. People want me to check out this trailer. I hope it doesn't ruin too much of the journey for me. But, you know, let's see what happens. And he's even played the, like, old school
The
ones.
original.
Yeah.
Crusty.
It is no nation we inhabit, but a language. Make no mistake, our native tongue is our true
I was born in a small village. I was still a child when we were raided by soldiers. Foreign soldiers.
Jesus.
Torn from my elders, I was made to speak their language. With each new post, my masters changed, along with the words they made me speak. With each change, I changed too. My thoughts, personality, how I saw right and wrong. Words can kill.
Time and again, the country was ruled by a foreign tongue. When he was a young boy, he lost his native language, the bedrock for any developing child. His country, his family, his face, his identity, everything was stolen from him.
Jesus. Did you catch that shot of Voldemort go by?
Since ancient times, every civilization's ruler has had the same idea. When people unite under one will, they become stronger than the sum of their parts. And what do rulers use to bring people together? Language.
This world will become one. I have found the way. Race, tribal affiliations, national borders, even our faces will be irrelevant. The world that the boss envisioned will finally become a reality, and it will make mankind whole again.
Tit shots.
Yeah. Flying mechanized zombies. That's what I'm taking from this. You can cloak.
America is a country of liberty, a meeting of immigrants. Instead of simply assimilating, its citizens live alongside others. So the Major sought a system that used information, words, to control the subconscious.
In his eyes, the greatest symbiotic parasite the world's ever known isn't microbial. It's linguistic. Words are what keeps civilization, our world, alive. Free the world, not by taking men's lives, but by taking their tongues.
Taking their tongues.
With this, I'll rid the world of infestation. sans lingua franca, the world will be torn asunder, and then it shall be free.
Chunk of metal in his head.
The chain of retaliation is what will truly bind this world together as one.
What a lifelike.
Les enfants terribles, Zero called it.
I heard this is Hideo Kojima's last Metal Gear game. Which is kind of a bummer. But
Yeah, well, maybe it'll be a really awesome game then.
hopefully
Like
he
if
goes
you-
out guns blazing.
Yeah.
I love the mood and tone of this trailer, first off. These Metal Gear games tend to just feel more haunting and
Yeah.
more like emotionally devastating. Because I think that's what was the surprise of the first Metal Gear Solid was... I know there was the Metal Gear games, but I remember Metal Gear Solid was what really launched it. It's like starts off like, oh, this is a regular mission. You got to save the president, the DARPA chief, whatever.
Yeah.
And then it just starts taking all kinds of strange fucking turns.
Yeah, it gets weird, and I hope this game has a lot of their like sort of in and out of game things that you have to do.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Solid kind of introduced the idea of like breaking the fourth wall in video games or whatever. Like, you know, like having a way to make the player do unusual things, like, you know, I don't know, stand up or run around in circles of their house or whatever.
Knock on walls to get people's attention.
People to, yeah, stuff like that. Like maybe, you know, hopefully we'll get a little bit of extra in it too. But even if not, the realism of it. I mean, they obviously used every ounce of the sort of Konami dollar to production value. That shot at the end, you could see the pores in the woman's face.
Oh yeah, they've always had groundbreaking graphics like
Yeah.
that. Like they did Metal Gear Solid, which was like groundbreaking in gameplay, and then it felt like a movie. You know, we hadn't seen a game like that really felt like a film.
Yeah.
And then they redid it for GameCube, and it was like, whoa, they even made it better. You know,
I
like-
wonder if any of that was in-game footage, though. We always talk about when we do, you know, when I come over and we do reactions to games, and we talk about, you know, there's a big difference between an entire trailer that's just cinematics that are rendered, pre-rendered, or actual in-game footage that's rendered on the fly, you know? Like that's...
I have a question. You were saying that it was girls at the end of the video, but what if one of those? It looked like one of them might have been Liquid Snake to me.
Oh, I just meant that one woman. In the shot at the end of the helicopter?
Yeah.
Then it was started on a woman's face, and then I think it was a dude next to her. I actually stopped paying attention for a second because I was overwhelmed by the production value and started to think about, you know,
Yeah,
what it must have
definitely.
taken to put pores on the person. I mean, you know, and then that led into that second thought, which is I wonder if it actually looks good that good in game, or obviously not. So what is the end game going to look like? That's the whole thing.
I will say, like, from the brief time I was able to play Metal Gear 4, I remember thinking, like, the gameplay and the cinematics look rather similar, which would kind of throw me off. Because, you know, like, the cinematics and the gameplay usually were very differentiated.
Yeah.
But then when it came out for PS4, they started looking really similar, which was an interesting thing to do, but I think it works.
Yeah, it makes it interesting. It certainly doesn't allow you to like relax. You know, if you don't know
Well, you know, the way to relax is masturbate, Justin.
just
Everyone
slowly and
knows
gently
that.
as you play.
At the end, it could have been Solidus Snake, or it could have been Raiden, actually. Because Raiden, is, you know, he didn't really have the best memory of his past.
And they all kind of look alike. That's the tricky part.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
sure
the-
it's intentionally
The
vague.
blonde characters.
Eye patch, you know, stuff like that. What was he talking about with the language? Like, did you catch? Were you able to sort of decipher from it what he meant by the language? Like, without the lingua franca, like, are they essentially going to go make it so that people can't talk? Is that what you think they were getting at? Like that, the plot is that the evil plot is to make the world lose its language, so that then can't communicate.
I think it was saying that if you rip out someone's tongue and they blow you, it might feel differently.
Oh man,
You never know.
I don't know.
I've never been blown by someone who doesn't have a tongue.
Yeah, it's gonna be way better than an Altoid thing.
Yeah, maybe I'll cut off Veronica's tongue. See how that feels. And I think we got David Hayter's voice at one point, like 30 seconds when he did the whole thing about change. I forgot what the line was. But I was like thinking, that sounds like David Hayter.
Somebody else jumped in there.
Thank you guys for saying that was out. If you're new to the channel, you can subscribe to The Real Rejects. Oh, you could also download Justin's Slinger app. Justin, 10-second explanation. You got 10 seconds now.
Download the app. You get to try all the newest and best stuff from the alcohol companies. If you like it, you get to send it to your friends, and they get to try it for free too. Do it.
You got time for a dick joke. Oh, you lost it. You lost it. And you can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Vine, where if we get enough followers, we can get product placement, people. That's right, meaning a lot of money for me, no benefit for you.
That's not true. The more money we get flowing through around here, the better this video is going to get. And that's what fans want.
That's what people say. But
Dude,
I'm not going to invest it into these videos.
We're just going to spend it all on hookers and blow.
Yeah,
and
hookers,
keep shooting.
blow, heroin,
Yeah.
ecstasy, Adderall to wake up and concentrate the next day, and a sauna. Sweat it out of your system.
That's that famous quote by George Bell. That's what he said. He said, I spent 90% of my money on women and drink, and the rest I wasted.
That's awesome. I'm glad you look up to this person.
Too sophisticated.